What go me G?
Yo, John, no man, hungry.
Why we no go check McDonald's?
Me no want a hamburger.
Then make we go check Rodney. When them hungry, watch everybody.
Welcome back, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back. Real talk, massive. How you do? You know, alright? Guys, today me have something when me want to talk to you about. I hope you're in good health and good strength. And as always, I hope you're not feeling pain. If you're not feeling any pain, remember, check the doctor. Go to the doctor. Call the doctor. And guys, remember if you do no wellness check. Because mental health crisis is not a joke. Yeah, man, it's not a joke. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. And have a wonderful day. And remember if you cook some food for Auntie Joyce. Yeah, man, remember if you cook some food for Pablo up the street. And guys, thank you very much for you. Like the video. Watch the video. And you don't know, as you come in, like, watch, share. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, guys. Now, guys, again, we're going to talk about domestic violence, abuse, manipulation again. Now, guys, this time we have it's a sad situation, and we have to talk about this. We have to talk about it more and more every day. Now, guys, woman charged with murder in connection to a fatal stabbing of a Lincoln University student in United States of America. Guys, this situation is very, very sad. So I want to listen to what me I say, understand what me I say, and in the comment section down below, make we have this dialogue. Now, guys, abuse mentally and physically is getting high in relationships. Yes? Domestic violence is getting higher and higher. Majority of the time, domestic violence lead up to fatality. We need to do something about that. Now, guys, also we need to stop and say something. When we see this situation, the first thing, some vloggers and content creators and say the guy was stabbed up by a man. In other words, you don't know what me talk about. Only to know that's not the situation. So, my co-workers, yeah man, get the information first before you run with it. Just because you are look alike. And I'm trying to make some quick bucks. Anyway, guys, this young lady, you want to see the young lady up there? Cole County Sheriff Department, yes, she is in jail. There's a problem with this though, you know, and I want to talk to you about it. Denita Jackson, for some reason, some coincidental reason, she is from Guyana. She was born and grew in Guyana, now living in the United States of America. And I'm going to go through what exactly happened. And one person was charged on Tuesday in connection with a fatal weapon offense in Cole County. The Jefferson City Police Department arrested 27-year-old Denita Jackson following a stabbing that left a Lincoln University student unalive dead. Law enforcement identified the victim as 23-year-old, listen to what I say, 23-year-old, a young man. Yeah, Goldson from Kingston, Jamaica. Yes, from Kingston. Goldson is from Kingston, Jamaica. And he's a member of the LU, so that's Lincoln University track team. Now, guys, let me say this. It is very hard to get a scholarship, a full scholarship that go make you leave your country, go into another country to live and do your track and field, get a job, work, make some money, help your family and help yourself. However, Mr. Goldson find himself in a relationship with Denita Jackson in the United States. Court documents show that Jackson had illiterate called the police. Yet so Jackson called the police after she unalive Goldson. Upon arrival, officer discovered Goldson with a stab wound in his chest and back before he was airlifted to the university hospital. He succumbed to the injury and was pronounced, you know what, unalive, gone, will never be back on the world, in surgery. Now guys, let me say this to you. You and a woman in a relationship and she so upset that she take a knife and stab you twice. Not only one time, twice. One in the chest, you turn your back, another one in the back. Or one in the back, you turn round, one in the chest. I don't know which way it happened. Now, listen to this part, and this part is where we're going to have a little dialogue and a conversation. In a post-mortem interview with the woman, she claims she have been in, listen, she claims she have been in a volatile relationship with Goldson for years, and had been involved in prior domestic violence that was reported to the police. Now, listen to what I'm saying here now, people, young people, old people. Domestic violence is on a rise. Domestic violence is not a joke. When you're in a relationship and the relationship start with domestic violence and you see the domestic violence, I'm asking, I'm begging you, get out of there. Don't about, oh, he loves me, oh, she loves me. Get out of it. Get out of it. Stay away from it, man. At some point in time, something have to give. Don't act like, oh, he's so loving. Oh, she's so loving. But after the love, there comes the physicality of the abuse and the mental abuse. Come on, guys. And let me talk to the young men that is getting scholarship from Jamaica, the Caribbean, anywhere out of the world, you get your scholarship. You don't really need a woman to really live. Ladies, you don't really need a man to live. When you get your scholarship and fix yourself, fix your life. You go to school to learn something. Pick, choose, and refuse. Woman or man. Make that person be your friend. Make that person be the person that you really want to live your life with, your whole entire life with. If you see the red flag, guys, if you see the red flag, talk about it. Do not go in it. Ladies, if you see the red flag, talk about it. Don't go in it. Make we continue. After Jackson tell the police that there been domestic violence, she disclosed that this incident, Jackson was, then all of a sudden, Jackson was non-corrupt. She just stopped talk. She's not helping the police with the situation anymore. Jackson stated that the victim was in bed When she left the house, the victim was in bed. So you leave the house and the victim was in bed, but when you come back, the victim is not in bed and a cologne is missing. Jackson said that when the cologne was missing, she resided with 2 other females and was suspicious that Goldson was having a relationship with one of the female that she lives with. So in other words is she suspected it. However, there was a locked bedroom in the same house that Jackson and Goldson live. Jackson picked the lock. Jackson picked that lock, went into that bedroom and saw Goldson sitting on the bed with another female with the cologne bottle in the middle. Jackson and Goldson start to fight. Now this is where the problem comes in. Jackson and Goldson start to fight. For some reason, Jackson said that a knife was under the bed of the other female. In other words, the room that she went into and saw Goldson with that other female, there was a knife under the bed. So she take that knife from under the bed and inflict wounds to Goldson's body. Yeah, Jackson claimed that she picked the knife up and stabbed him. She also claimed that Jackson also claimed that Goldson pinned her down and was choking her. And that was when she found the knife under the bed. Also, the witness said, yes, that's what happened. So the witness that was in the room said the knife was under the bed. What a coincidence that that knife is under the bed that was used to inflict wounds. The witness also relayed to the officer that the defendant forced her way into the room and began striking the victim. So, in other words, is what Jackson was saying wasn't really true. The eyewitness, which is the other lady that was in the room, informed the police that Jackson forced her way into the room, and as soon as she come into the room, she started to strike the victim. She attempted to separate the two, but left the room after being unsuccessful. She left the room. When she come back in the room, Jackson had claimed that she stabbed Goldson. Now, guys, let me talk about this for a little bit. What is really happening in the world of relationship? Relationship should be fun. Relationship should be warm. Relationship should be... If you is in a relationship and your person who you said you're in a relationship with happen to be going outside of the relationship and you, it does not mean you have the right to go take that person's life because he or she is cheating on you. It simply means that person is not ready to be with you. Walk away. So now you have one Goldson will never see his parents anymore, will never run track and field anymore. And then you have Jackson, will never see the light of day. Well, she will see the light of day because they all come outside. They have time when they come outside. But at the same time, is that more important to you to know that the man that you love and care about, or the woman that you love and care about, is dead and alive and you going to prison for the rest of your life? It's more important? Is that more important for you to feel good about yourself? Domestic violence need to stop. Domestic violence need to stop. We need to put a stop to this. Men, women, young women, when you in a relationship and you start to see that physicality, that physicalness, that manipulation, that control, that abuse, get out of it. And if you are an abuser, if you are a person who believe that when you're in a relationship you should be fighting, go and look help. Go and look help. It is not right for a human being to have his or her child, send his or her child to better their life, and only to know they sit down and get that information or get the news that their son or daughter is gone. We'll never see them again because of your irresponsibility. Because of your irresponsibility, because you believe that you own somebody. Relationship is not about who you own. Relationship is not about what and how. It's about two people love each other, take care of each other. Instead, one going to prison and another one going 6'6". My viewers and subscribers, sad day for all of us. For this lady family that is in Guyana and this young man family who is in Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica. We need to stop these things. These things need to be stopped. Yes, these things need to be stopped. These things really need to be stopped. If we don't stop these things, when it's our head, sad. Sad thing. Yeah, it's very sad to know that we have to be going through these things every day. Guys, my viewers and subscribers, have a wonderful day. Until the next video, I'm out. Bye-bye.